Good evening, my brothers. This is Robert here. How's everybody doing today? First of all, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's being safe out there. Hope you make a standing list for all the trains you want. God knows I have. But now my pockets are deeply more in trouble since Athearn did a new release on those SD40s with the CS6 paint scheme with the yellow noses. Oh man, I need to get a couple of those. That was pretty cool. But we're going to do a small layout update on what's going on with the layout. If you know, the last time I did post the layout with my son's build, the layout was turned to a storage/shelf area. I did clean off a lot. I did clean up the whole entire layout, clean the track up. I know you guys are not going to believe this. I actually went ahead and tore up all the inner loop track and relayed it down. For two reasons. One, I had a couple kinks in the track. I got damaged from the being a storage. And two, I wanted to be able to run two loops if I wanted to, and actually able to switch instead of what I had from previous. So I actually spent a couple of days with my son out here. He was helping put the hero bed down. We redid the inside of the track. And I had the trains running, which I'll post a little bit later on this video. So knock on wood, everything's going pretty well. I do have to add a couple feeders to it to take care of a couple shorts I had on the couple turnouts. But other than that, so far so good, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around, and I'll show what's been going on with the layout, okay? Hang on 1 second. Okay, we're going to start on this side of the divider. If you remember from last time, the main line was all the way over here next to this one. Move this box car away, sorry. And I had like just a couple buildings over here for switching. I turned this into a scrapyard over here, and as you see right there, it is now turned to my railroad yard. Back here along the line, it's going to be building flats. I'm going to move the backdrop a little closer and put building flats along here against the yard, so it looks like an little industry area yard. Of course, you remember the engine house. That was my Bachmann Plus engine house, which I really like. That was one of my favorite buildings, so I want to incorporate it still, so there it is. And now I have a caboose track. Excuse me. Now I have a crossover turnout right here, and I still kept the curved turn right there, so I could actually switch from inside to outside loop. Or I'm going to have a short train here, turn the engines around, do some switching here, or go on the other side, do some switching, so I'll show you that in a minute. So, the yard holds just enough cars for the small that it is, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I get here and do some switching. I'm not going to wood, the track is pretty good so far. I haven't had any issues. Go back to the other side. I kept that building there and turn on because I really like that building. And there we go. Here's the other side of the layout. You see it turn out there. A little grade up and down just to break it up a little bit, back around. And here is still going to be my coal mine area. And I may have a little small building on the back end there just for supplies for the coal mines. I can actually switch a few cars in here. Mountain scene, couple houses. Nothing too dramatic on this side. I still even kept the passenger side on this side too, so I can actually park a train or do the same thing I said on the other side. Move engines around the switch. I gotta drop a couple feeders still, like I said, and I'll go ahead and have the inside loop running. Right now the outside is running with no issues, knock on wood. I actually been using my B23, my SD50, and the locomotive I bought from David a while ago, which I still have to do the patch and weather in that one. That's coming up soon. And of course, the last time the building's still not finished. I still got a long way to go with that one. So, that is the brief tour of the layout. Nothing much to see right now. And we're going to do is I'll pause this video again. I'll sit back down and take a look at my ugly mug. And I'll explain the future plans. Okay, future plans of layout. Now you wonder why all the work on the layout. The plan is right now is still to put a building in the back of my backyard to house my models. I've been looking at sheds, used sheds. I actually been looking at the short storage containers too, like the 8x20s. I like the storage containers because they're a lot more sturdier than, well, a lot more durable than the wooden shed. But they only come 8 feet wide, and I'm not exactly a small person, so I don't think it's going to work out too well. My ideal space would be a 12x20 right now I could deal with. Because I really do want to do the mountain scene, do the coal mines, and I really want to model the Hagen switchback, if you're familiar with that, with the CSX Kentucky. Instead of doing a helix on my layout, I like to do a switchback so I can actually really do some operations, but I think it would be really neat. Not too many people really do that, so that's the plan. Is I want to put the shed back there. I want to build a deck around it so I can actually house or host some holiday gatherings like we usually do. My family's not exactly small. We have between my parents' side, my wife's side, siblings and all that. We could pack a house. Yeah. So that's the plan, is do the deck and do the building, but we'll see what happens from there. If the building falls through, then I'll just stay in the garage and I'll just work on this layout. And I'll just use it as a practice layout to build my dream layout. I have been buying a ton of building kits. I got a lot of those stored away. It's the kits I like to use. I bought them as I go along. Houses, anything I think will look good in the layout, I have an idea where I want to put it at, I'll buy it and put it away. They're not going to be built yet. Because when chance does come, I get my layout, I have most of the supplies already. The only thing that's going to probably kill me on insulating and adding AC to the building, but we'll see what happens. So, that's what I have going on right now. And that's not, like I said, not too much is going to go on right now because nothing probably will much go happen right now until after at least the holidays, or after the rest of the year, really. I'm lucky to get this far to layout and able, just happy to sit back and run trains right now and just do my own thing. I haven't got a chance to do any weather lately neither because I've been busy with a lot of things, so I want to get back into that too. So, with that being said, there's really nothing much to explain, and I'm gonna call this my last video for the year. Well, actually, it won't be my last video for the year. I'm gonna do one more video with my son's layout. There's a lot more things going on with that one. I'll show that. I even purchased a ton of freight cars from my hobby shop, and I only paid $1 a piece for them. Tyco Bachmann cars, but with the classic horn hooks. But for his first layout, he's having a blast, and I've been finding locomotives for $1, $3, $5 a piece. They run just fine. Horn hooks coupler, old Tyco. Well, the old ones, the Bachmanns are not that old. They're sort of new, but they run great still. So, I'll post another video about that with him and his layout because we're gonna change the track plan on his layout pretty soon because he wants to run 2 loops. So I have an idea for him what he's gonna want. And since he saw my building, he wants a storage shed for his engines too. So I'm gonna find a single stall engine house now for him. But in that case, guys, I'll see you one more time this year. You'll have a safe Christmas. Be safe out there, and safe New Year's. Y'all have a train-tastic day. See ya.